Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Khalil Zain with ID number A1212180 Okay, at this moment, I would like to present my task that is the task is read a short story and then should be mention the characters of the story, should be told that the setting of the story, and then what is the summary of the story, and also the last point is what is the moral value that you can get from the story, or yeah, the the positive something that you can get from this story. Okay, and here I would like to serve all of that. I would like to present all of that task. First, from you would like I would like to start from the characters of the story. So the first I would like to tell about the title of the short story that I have read. The title of the short story is Sherlock Holmes Comes Back. The story is I read it from YouTube. So from the date from the document, or the not the document but the task document, I would like to start later. So I just want to say I read this story from YouTube. So from yes, from YouTube. The link of the YouTube's link, I would like to share it later. So let's move in the first task. The character, I would like to start from the character of the story. In here, the character of the story first is Sherlock Holmes, the brilliant and famous detective, known for his keen observation and education skills, actually. And then uh, his friends, Dr. Jones Weston, who Holmes' loyal friend and companion, a doctor by a a doctor, and then the narrator of the story. And then the next one is Lestrade, a detective from Scotland Yard, who seeks Holmes' help in solving the case of the vandalized Napoleon's bust. Next one, Mr. Morse Hudson, an art dealer who owns a shop in Kennington, the road. Next, Dr. Bernicott, a doctor who purchased two butts, and then Horike Harker, a newspaper journalist who had his bust of Napoleon that he has stolen. Then Mr. Joseph Brown, the owner of a house in Chiswick. Next one, Mr. Sandoford, the owner of a bust of Napoleon. The next one is Beppo, the main suspect who is stole the bust of Napoleon. And then a dangerous criminal link to the mafia. Next one, John Hector. Uh, yes, John Hector, Mr. Furlan, a young and lawyer who seeks Sherlock Holmes' help. And then in the last chapter there is a Jonas Alker, who is a wealthy man who made his fortune as a builder. Okay, I would like to next in the setting of the story. In here there is from the story there is a three chapter. In chapter one, the narrator tells about himself, also his friends, the main character that he tells, uh, Sherlock Holmes. And then in chapter 2, the narrator tells about his experience with the Sherlock Holmes. And then also in the chapter 3, so I would like to focus the setting of the story from the chapter 2 and the chapter 3. So in here in chapter 2, the setting of the story is set in late 19th century London, a city bustling with various social classes and diverse neighborhoods. The different locations include Sherlock Holmes' residence at 22 221 B. Barker Street, Scotland Yard, headquarters for your shops and residents in different parts of London, such as Kensington Road, Kensington Chiswick, and Stepney. The story backdrop ranges from affluent areas to poor districts, giving a vivid portrayal of London's contrasting landscapes. That is the setting of the story from chapter 2. The this is when the setting, what do you call that, yes, that is the setting of the story in chapter 2. So next in chapter 3, the story is set in London, so during the late 19th or early 20th, uh, 20th century. In here it is the same like in the chapter 2, which is the set is in London. It's probably the same like in chapter 2, start from the 19th or early 20th century. In chapter 3, it begins as Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson's residence, where they are having breakfast and discussing the lack of interesting cases in London. Later, the action moves to Sydenham Road in Lower Norwood, where a fire occurs at Jonas Aldgrace's house. The story also involves Torrington Village in Blackheart, where John Hector's Mr. Furlan lives with his parents, and the Arneley Arms Hotel in Norwood. So let's move in the summary of the story. In the chapter 2, or in the sixth novel, Detective Lestrade visits Sherlock Holmes seeking assistance with a series of seemingly minor cases involving the vandalism of the chief's plans. But however, Holmes becomes intrigued and helpless Lestrade and investigate the matter further. They soon discover that the bath contained a valuable black pearl of the Borgias, stolen during a heist. The thief Beppo seeks the pearl hidden in the pots, leading to a fatal confrontation with another criminal connected to the Pearl's theft. Holmes cleverly connected the vandalism about the stolen pearl and chapter Beppa, ultimately recovering the precious item. In chapter 3, John Hector McFarlane seeks Sherlock Holmes' help when he becomes the main suspect of the disappearance and possible murder of Jonas Aldecar. Mr. McFarlane had visited Aldock, uh, John Jonas Aldecar, what we call of his name, Joel Aldecar, to work on his will, which is surprisingly left all the will to McFarlane, while the police suspect McFarlane uh, while the police suspect McFarlane to be a main suspect, Holmes considered other motives, suggesting a possibly thief's involvement. Holmes decided to investigate further, highlighting the importance of truth analysis and open-mindedness in solving mysteries. So, after I read from the chapter 1 and the last chapter in here, I got some moral for you that you can get in here. The moral for you from the story is uh in the moral for the importance not like that, but the story portrays the importance of attention to detail and observations, which means in here Sherlock Holmes extraordinary skills of keen observation and dedication showcase the value of paying attention, and then the seemingly insignificant clues, which ultimately helps unravel the truth behind the case. The story also emphasizes the significance of persistence and the ability to see connection between seemingly unrelated incidents, as these traits play a crucial role in solving complex mysteries. Additionally, it reminds reader of the consequences of the criminal action and the eventual downfall of those engaged in the illegal activities. In here, I also got the point how to be a good no, it possibly like uh to we have to be a professional so when we do our job. And here Sherlock Holmes, he is a great detective, so we have he shows uh the narrators tells Sherlock Holmes characters with how to be a good character like him, which means when we as a detective we have to think other consequence, we have to think other situation, we have to count any aspect, so we don't we have to we have to be patient from the cases. In here, Mr. The main character Sherlock Holmes not just think in one perception, he also think about other perception. So in here he is, I think he is great to make a decisions, thinking thinking not, but it like it is professional to be a detective. That is the point that I can get, the moral value that I can get from the story. So I think that's all from me from the story. It is the greatest story that I have heard. Yes, I also like a story like I interest the story like this about detective to solve the case, the the mystery. And then yes, I think just like that, it is a great story to read. So that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.